guys. I don't know if you remember, but I met you guys at least 2 years ago. I walked into your takeout.
Our own culture, or we can do something challenging. That's the way to be. And
I also gone to the English classes to learn the English. You need certain kind of the bread.
Hi everyone, this is Annie and welcome to Cooking with the Nguyen Season 5. Today I have a very special guest for our chef talk. So I am here not at my outdoor kitchen. I am at a very special location, Kirtida Kitchens. And let's welcome this lovely couple. You want to know their story, how they started business until nowadays, how successful they are, and all the community work that they've been, the last few years. And here we have Miss Kirtida and Mr. Hitesh.
hi there, I am Hitesh Jagat.
Hello, I am Kirtida Jagat.
I met you guys, I don't know if you remember, but I met you guys at least 2 years ago. I walked into your takeout location at Aramosa. Okay, at that place, I just craving for some Indians, and I'm like, but I want vegetarians. So in Vietnamese culture, there's certain special days from Buddhism. So we actually, me, my mom, usually my mom more than me, that we're gonna be vegetarians the first day of the month and the midday of the month, and that day somehow is special. And I just I want some Indian food, but I want, vegetarians. And then I saw on social media, I saw you. I saw your ad is constantly on social media. I'm like, okay, I gotta try it. So I went to your restaurant and I met you first.
Yeah.
You were in the front. You the one that catch me up. We have very short conversation, and at that day, you actually opened up to me that you said that before you opened that, you have a catering business. So I want to know more. You want to tell me a little bit about it? Like when you guys come here and the reason why you make decision to come to Canada?
Well, it's let's say it's my own desire or dream or vision, whatever you say, that I wanted to go somewhere from the back home to looking for great opportunities where we can establish our own culture, or we can do something challenging. That's the way to be, and you can learn something new. Particularly when we're moving to Canada. So first we migrated to Canada in 2004 in September.
Same year as me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, and it was a Labor Day that I remember. We landed at 1:30 p.m. here in afternoon, right? And we have no clue what we're going to do, how we're going to establish. No idea. Completely blank slate. So so from the day one when we landed to Canada, we came to the Guelph, and till date we are here.
So you just came directly to your home.
Guelph, yes, that's it. So, and it is also a thing for us that we were grown in a small town, so we like the small community better than the larger city. So it's always you feel like a home. So when you're living in a small community, you feel like your home.
Absolutely.
Because the people are more disciplined, more supportive, very caring.
I totally agree with that.
They know each other, right?
Yeah.
You see them every day, and then you can establish the connection with the little group. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you both come here at that time. You guys have any children yet?
No, I had my 4.5-year-old son. We had only one child here when we came here. Now we have two. My daughter is 13. She turned 13, so she is 13 now. Right. So we have two kids. One is completed university in political science, and he is a realtor now.
Awesome.
Right.
Congratulations.
And my daughter is in grade 8.
Oh.
Okay.
And my eldest also on grade 8.
Yeah.
What was your first job before you actually start like restaurant?
The life is taken when you migrate to any other place in your life, when you are particularly a new country. So this is something, a new culture, new language, everything is brand new. Like you have to learn a lot.
Absolutely.
Right? And you have to follow some kind of guideline, whoever you are landed to. So they will provide you the basic instructions or basic thing how this Canada works, or how the city works, or how you find the job, how you do the thing. So we had a very good help from our family member that has helped us a little bit. Whatever they know, they try to help and support us and feed us for about 3 months. We're living with them for 3 months in their basement, and then we moved out to our own apartment afterwards. So the finding a job, because in a new country, when you're coming in here, expenses start from the day one. Like you have to pay the rent and the groceries. And
Yep, been there, done that.
that's kind of a stuff. So you have to take a challenge, what you can do if you do not find your desired job, because your background is different now and you're in different country.
Yeah.
How they're going to look at it, have no clue.
Yes.
So
How you figure out?
I try my level best. I run around so many cities by bus to apply for job. Even I went by bus to Mississauga, Brampton, in industry to industry to find out my own desired job, because I was originally, I am a computer network administrator and a programmer as well. So I do multitasking in computers. So I have multiple skills, including the sales, marketing, admin, plus the computer programming, and logically understand if you have some kind of shop or business and you want to make a software of it. So I will sit down with you the way you sit down with us today, and I completely understand your business and I can program that one. This is a long story. So this is like a back in time.
Your background.
Now it's different. Because that time industry was in developing stage. Now it's almost everything is ready.
Yeah.
So my first job, I went for an interview in a Traxel Linamar facility, and the HR her name was Maria. So when she looked at me, I was kind of a skinny person and nothing looked like very strong. And she said, okay.
Can you lift 10 pounds?
Yeah, can you lift like 15, 20 pounds, like 8-hour shift, and you have to meet certain target? And I said, she said, you know what, I don't think so. She said, but I don't think so you're able to make that. So what I will do for you, I can recommend you to another facility. They will have some light job that you might be able to perform.
Yeah.
I said, okay. So she sent me to the Corvex. I never worked for night shift, or I didn't work the 12-hour shift. So it was a very funny experience for me. So I said, okay, I will be there, no worries. Now I don't know what I have to wear. I don't have the shoes. And they said, you need a safety shoes. I said, that's something I don't know.
They usually send you to the location.
Yeah, and they mentioned certain places that you can go, and I asked my family members who supporting us. She made me the lunch to go for the continental shift. And
how long you work there?
I work in Linamar. I worked for like 4.5 years.
4.5 years.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Then in 2008, there was a big layoff happens, right?
Yes, that's a big deal.
That was a challenge
for everybody.
So that challenge bring us in this industry.
Oh, I see. But before you mention that, so do you work during the first few years that he worked for Linamar?
Yeah.
So I also started the job around in 2007.
So
working in a TD Canada Trust at the front line, as a teller.
Oh, okay. So, but before you start working for TD, you just gonna mostly just stay home and taking care of the family, or?
I also gone to the English classes to learn the English. You need certain kind of the grade to getting a good job, right? So I went to the English school and done around 9 months course or something like that. And then I started to apply the job like in my own field, right? I want to be a teacher, but being a teacher, you need to be moved to the different city.
Oh.
So I was teaching back home.
So you were a teacher back home
Yeah,
already?
I was a teacher back home, like teaching in a high school student. So for whatever the course I need to move to the different city. So we said, well, he does already start the job. If we're going to be moved to the different city, then it's going to be, everything is going to be
Everything gonna have to
disturbed,
change.
right?
Yeah.
So, well, we can start something different. Then I worked going to the different agency, finding the job, but couldn't get anything. And then I find agency offered me the one job at the Polycon. So I worked for the Polycon 9 months, and then
Polycon not bad.
so after 9 months, they said, well, we do not have any more job for you now, right? So they said, well, we can start to apply, right? So he was, after he come from the work, he sleep during and wake up when I come home, and so I was doing the school and all those kind of stuff going on as well, right? So making a resume, right? Dropping off the resume all of the places, right? Yeah, and then I don't know, we drove up around 1,000 resume, right? Yeah, 1,000 resume, right? Dropping each and every bank. They doesn't want it, they say, well, go online.
I went up to the GTA to give her resumes because she wanted, her dream job was to be a banker when we get married. So she wanted to be work in a banking industry, and I said, give it a try. And the luck has, because I done that much thing, and luckily we had 3 interviews for her. One from the bank, TD Bank, and one from Bank of Montreal, and I think another
one of the TD from here, the local in Guelph as well.
2 from the TD and 1 from the Bank of Montreal. You are looking for something, and you want to be work in the bank, and if the opportunity clicks you should start.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But also, it's so important that you guys really support each other, right? That's her dream, and you fully supporting her, which is amazing. Because without that, you can't.
Nothing gonna be happening.
Nothing gonna happen.
No. That's
Especially-
because you don't know anybody. You need each other's support.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, here
It's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, but during this period, let's say when we came here and when we start life as an immigrant, right? It was quite challenging. We learn a lot, we adopt a lot, and what we learn and what we heard and what the people told stories on the back home. You're going to be, people are there, it's like this, and they have no culture, they have no value, they have no respect. But things are completely opposite we have found here.
Oh, interesting.
So we find very opposite. We find the people are very caring, very respectful, and they talk very nicely. They are always supportive. I never feel any negative vibes came to me from the local community perspective. This is whatever the people told me, I said, what, I don't feel anything, or maybe my approach is different. That's why the people
It could be, and I think it's so important that you want people to treat you or respect you. You give them first,
Yeah.
right? And people gonna give you the same thing. And you're right, it's maybe because the way how you approach is different.
Yeah, it's
Then
maybe.
you receive it different.
I agree,
Right?
because
And I think that's why it is.
Yeah, I always say one thing. It's all depending how you take
You're
it
gonna be taking.
and how you represent it.
Absolutely, totally
Right?
agree. Yes.
If you do not understand how to represent yourself, the first thing what I adopt here, that I adopt myself, that I am a Canadian. That's it.
Which is amazing.
I put a full stop over there. I'm no more from some other part, or I'm a migrant. I think that I am a Canadian. This is my country, and I have to adopt everything. Whatever the challenge is there, I have to learn their culture, and I have to follow their rituals. So if you're celebrating Christmas, I will celebrate Christmas. I will not going to force you to celebrate the Diwali.
I'm gonna come here and find opportunity, and then maybe find a job, make certain amount of money, something like that, right? And then when I get to that point, I will go back. So because their mindset, they're not totally want to settle here. That's why they never feel connected. So for me, I always say to everyone in family, I'm like, this is my home. Where am I going? This is my home. I came here when I was 17.
Wow.
So, and I'm like, I actually live here longer than where I was born. And all my children was born here. So if I don't treat this as my country, how can I teach my kid how to love a country they was born in? Right?
Definitely.
So for me, this is my country.
That's I 100% believe and we 100% follow that one. Right? Then you will not, people will not differentiate you that you are migrant. But
Yes.
when you say, when you talk about more about you,
Yes.
then they feel,
You're
what?
the one that separate them.
Yeah.
You separate
sure.
yourself.
Yeah, you cannot separate them. You
Yeah.
should be one
should
of
be known
them.
yourself.
We want to be one of them. We don't want to be the
Yeah.
hey, okay, I am from this group. That doesn't sound okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me how you start a restaurant business.
So
What made you start it?
that's what I said. In 2008, there was
Yeah.
a financial meltdown. Almost everybody lose the job. Even Linamar, I think the
yes.
share was
That was the weak one.
even the Linamar share itself dropped around $1-2. That was that bad situation. Right, so I got the laid off during
Yeah.
that time. It was temporary layoff, not the permanent layoff. They said they will going to call back. But when I got laid off, that was the first experience you can say that in your life that you have to thinking, what am I going to do? Because I don't know. And we just recently, I think few months back, we bought a house. Now you have to pay the mortgage,
That was
right?
the happen. And we got
now,
the house. We get
now
the
you are in a
house.
situation that how you're going to afford everything because now you have to pay the mortgage and so it was quite challenging, right? So we
It
thought,
is.
what we can do to support the family. So we thinking, and my parents want to be here. And now I don't have a job that time.
You
and
sponsor them?
No, I sponsored them already. Then I lose the job.
Oh.
So we got
So
a house.
we
My
got a
job was
house,
still going on,
and the
right?
parents
and
also
the
want to
husband
visit,
wanted
and
to
the
be here.
parent also came here during that time. So it was a difficult situation to when the parents are here, you have to they have some expectation that we have to go with them here and there
Yeah.
everywhere to meet people and give some tourings, right? So I say, let me take this time off, and we're thinking to start something on a slow pace, a catering or maybe a slow pace, small scale home business to just
Started from home.
we started
We
from
started
home.
from home.
But you can have any background, like cooking background, any
No.
experiences?
No.
No. And
I don't know anything.
you so
We don't.
bold.
No, we don't know. So I can tell her story on her side, on behalf of her. When I get married to her, she have no idea how to cook the food. No clue.
I don't
she
know
is not a
anything.
kitchen person.
No.
No.
She
Oh,
was
wow.
not.
No.
She learned everything after she getting married to me. So some of things my mom teach her, my grandma teach her, and some recipes I have teach her.
So you know how to cook.
I don't know how to.
He loves
I
to
love
eat.
the food.
He loves the food.
I love the
So
food.
you both doesn't know how to cook
No,
and
none
got
of us.
into a restaurant business.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
what
Okay.
what happened? Because
Everything possible.
so what is how I know recipes when I eat the food.
So you have that.
That sense, what
Yeah.
kind of the ingredients are there,
You can
I can
recognize
sense
it.
those,
Nice.
sense it.
Yes.
So I can tell her, these are the ingredients, and that's going to develop this taste. And the particular taste, by the tasting, I 100% know this is the taste. You going to like it, she going to like it, and I going to like it. So I can generalize the taste. It's not something, because anybody can cook the food. It's not in science. Anybody can cook the food, but cook the food or running a restaurant or cook the food for 100 people, that out of 100 people, 90% people like your food, then you achieved that success.
That's what I've been learning as well.
Then and then you exactly know what you are cooking, because this is not cooking for you. You're cooking for those 100 people. They're supposed to love it.
Yeah.
That's what I can do, because I cannot cook the food this is what I like. This is not my taste. My taste, I want cook the food that is everybody likes. That's the way I like the food.
So you start from home, and then how long it is for you before you actually make it into catering business?
No, we started from home, like in a small scale, doing
like a small scale. We run our business like through the basement. We got the city license and everything done, right? And then we're doing like a small catering, like in a weekend.
I see.
Yeah, during the weekdays I was working, right? And then weekend we just do the catering like Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, and that's the way we start, like slowly from there. And someone says, hey, try at the farmer market, right? I said, well, let's get a chance to go to the farmer market. And then we got a small booth in a farmer market over there. So with my little one, with her stroller, she was 3 months old. Yeah, with her stroller, people still recognize her.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, so with her stroller, like we go to the farmer market, like cooking, like making a samosa and pakora.
Yeah.
So we just start with those two things at the farmer market. Yeah, so every Saturday, that's become our routine now. Yeah,
awesome.
Going to
So
the farmer market.
when we started in a basement, it is pretty small scale, and it's only demographically, you can say it's supported by our local community, like a particular what we are country from.
Yeah.
Right, so this is only small community supporting our business.
Yeah.
Right, and while she was pregnant, she said, you know what, we want to stop it now a little bit, and if we feel okay, then we start back again. So then once my daughter is born, and after 3 months, she said, you know what, let's start back again, because we have done something, and I am missing. When you're doing something on weekend activity and you don't have to do anything like something is missing in the life. And
then we start
It's calling you.
Yeah. It started.
and she said, you know what,
you.
and we landed the farmers market opportunity.
Awesome.
So the farmers market gave us as a seasonal vendor. I was looking for the full-time vendor, but they said I can give you only seasonal vendor, because during the season they have more farmers.
I see.
They have to sell the vegetables.
Yeah.
So when we entered in a farmer market, we have seen whole different world. So that's what you can say.
We learn a lot from the farmer market.
We learn a lot. So we have find out about the veganism and celiac and the gluten-free and so many allergies that we never learn about it.
Especially
and I was scratching my head. I said, you know what, there is a big opportunity there that we don't know about it.
Yeah.
So I have done some research, what is veganism and what is celiac and what is gluten-free.
Yeah.
And I found that the food, whatever we are selling or whatever we are cooking, which is naturally 90% vegan, 95% gluten-free. So there is opportunity now, I can say that clearly.
Yeah.
And then we have changed whole our menu, whatever we're selling at the market. Then I put the pakoras are gluten-free, samosas are vegan, and this is also vegan. There is no nuts, not this, not that. So the allergy is what we learn from the market. That is all. Then we try to adding more varieties to it, because now we know the clientels.
I see.
So we slowly start to add some other appetizers as well, and then we start chickpea curry. We start the aloo gobi over there as well, like slowly adding all those things.
And then you, when I came to your the location on Aeromosta takeout, and then you told me that you used to do catering, but like big catering.
Big,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. The funny thing, all the organizers don't know how to deal with the city.
Oh.
Any cities, they have no idea how to take a permission, how to handle them, what they're going to ask for the food vendors, and what you have to answer them.
Yeah.
Right? So when they came to me, I asked them one question. Did your events have any city approval required? They said, we have no idea.
So I think this is very important for people, especially when you come to this country. There's certain rule, certain law. If you want to do business properly, especially you want to do in long term and you planning to grow, you need to follow the law.
Yeah.
It's great.
And it's not difficult.
Not difficult.
No, it's not, right?
It's not difficult. Just follow the step and just,
But I think for people, I think languages is the barrier.
language barrier is the first
So
problem
people,
for them.
so I think this is important. The message, this is very important for the next generation. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
That's true.
All you have to do, you go to City Hall, you ask them whatever question.
Yeah.
They will be, because what they do, what is the people in City Hall for? They here to serve the people. They here to help you to succeed.
That's
They
true.
want to make sure that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's their job. And again, they here to serve people.
Yeah.
It's true.
So just go there and ask questions. And I'm so happy that even for you, it's challenge at first when you come here, isn't it? But you commit to learn the language so you can get better. Because without that, really knowing English properly, for me, it's a tool.
It is.
Language is a
Yeah.
tool for you
Yeah.
to connect,
Good.
to communicate. It's nothing, you don't have to become whatever, a writer.
Yeah.
Because that's not your purpose. You just need to able to communicate and people understand you and you understand people. That's all. That's all it is. So what makes you tap into community work? I know you guys do a lot of community work as well.
So for the community work, we were actually doing from the basement, right from the basement, because we are so much involved in our own community, and we always offer some kind of whatever we can offer.
Yeah.
So we usually do that one, but for the service we are doing in the community at this point, and lots of people appreciating whatever we're doing in the community. It was like we have a facility. And when you see the hunger is there, so sometimes you have a food,
Yeah.
right? And you think this is gonna be turned bad. So before it's turned bad, if somebody can eat that food, what's wrong in it? So what we start to do, we give little bit food away like that. So
I see.
somebody we can give, at least they can have the food,
Yeah.
which is a good food till date,
good,
right? It's
yeah.
not expired or not turned bad, so people can have those foods. But then when the COVID hits, right? So everybody's scared,
Oh yes, it's a big
and
It was the big
and
challenge.
people are
Big
thinking of
challenge.
what we're going to do now, like, and people don't want to buy the food,
Yes.
right? And people are scared to do takeouts. They don't want to have the restaurant food because it's so much hygiene comes in a concern, and people are scared.
Yeah.
So, and we were thinking that we might have to close the business,
I was close to
Yeah.
that point too.
right? And
And-
we were thinking like, what we can do,
Yeah. Even
So-
if we close, what we're gonna do first?
right? So, and the government announced that if your business is takeout, you can keep open the business because it's not a
That
dine-in
was a
facility.
good thing
And that
for
was
us. Yeah.
I can see an opportunity for ourselves that
Yeah.
what, now we have to open.
Yeah.
So we can close it now. So I said, okay, nobody going to buy the food, but at least we have a facility.
Yeah.
We can cook the food, and at least supporting those people are serving the community. So let's say the cashiers are at the markets or grocery stores, the nurses working in the healthcare. So there are many industries that are still running. They are working
Yeah.
to keep the community alive, to supporting the community, that everybody receive everything and nobody can, totally disaster, right?
Yeah.
Sending some food
Oh,
to the facilities, to the supermarkets, or maybe trying to help the food banks, try to help the homeless people. So we're not doing a whole lot, but we try to start doing little bit everywhere. Everywhere. So every day we doing, maybe weeks, couple times we do every day. Sometimes I take a challenge for myself. I'm going to support 10 days for the food bank continuously, every day 60 meals like that. So we also did that one.
wow.
There was no business going on,
Because
right?
so we're thinking like
then-
we have a facility, we
Yeah.
have a business. If we make money or not doesn't matter at this point.
True.
Let's spread the good vibes, because people need those vibes at this point, the positivity.
Wow. So your story, seriously, it will change a lot of people, especially for the next generation. You know that all the struggle that you went through, all the achievement that you achieved today, for whatever you earn today, and with the community that supporting you, because you are there for them at first. And I think all that lesson is so valuable. And I don't know what to say, but thank you so much, because your story not just inspired me, but it's also moved me, right? It just, I thought that I was, how to say, before I come here, I don't really know about you. But I'm so happy to know about your story. And I'm not even Indian, but your story really mean a lot to me today. You make my day. You make me believe that this community is not just beautiful and support each other, but this community will lift each other up.
Yes, agreed.
is,
Some
yeah.
100%.
It
Yes,
is.
and
Yeah.
that's what.
But
That's why.
but we have to be the one that will learn to accept
Getting-
that first.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why we are here today, from that location to we just came here now.
That's all
Now
the
this is,
community support and
this
blessing.
Is,
Oh,
this is
absolutely.
something.
This is what we
This
are
is something that we have to learn, like how the dine-in works. We don't know the dine-in, so we just we just
Maybe
learn
I will
it.
tap into a little bit to support you on that. I've been in dining business for 10 years now,
Yeah.
and I'm actually running away from it. I want to do take out now, and you do the opposite. We're actually doing the opposite right now, because
Yeah, that's what happening during the COVID. Lots of people turned to the takeout instead of the dine-in, and now we were takeout and we're turning in the dine-in. So it is a reverse
whatever
trend.
that is, your heart desire, I think just follow it, right?
Yeah, that's-
you
you
been
just
follow
follow
it.
your-
You just been follow it,
Yeah.
and you were so successful
It's
by follow it.
it's your own instinct sometimes that that gives you that confidence, and community spirit will lift you up every time
absolutely.
whenever you do something, and they're always there to support you. You don't nobody going to come and say we will support you, but they actually supporting you without saying a word. That's
But
what
anyway.
we're living in. Yeah.
I have a little gift.
Oh wow.
This is from my restaurant. So when I come here today, I'm like, oh my god, they're vegetarian. So what am I going to give them? Ta-da! Okay, I'm not sure if you guys. So this is my chili sauce.
Oh wow.
Wow.
This is completely vegetarian. All right, you can just put them on whatever dish you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Even the food already made, or even when you cook, you can just add it on. Right?
It's a spicy, right?
It's
That's
spicy.
Oh, wow.
It's spicy.
Chili garlic.
Okay.
Garlic, chili
and
garlic like
this
that.
one is pho. Have you ever had pho? So this package will help you to make pho at home, but
Yes.
you can make them into vegetarian pho.
Oh.
So all the herb, all the measurement of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
spice,
yeah.
stuff like that's already in there for you. And maybe at a shop you can try it out and let
We
me know.
can make it.
Yeah,
We
sure.
will
Let me know if
definitely,
interested.
No, this is
Yeah.
so kind and nice that you're bringing something, and we even help you anything here.
Oh no! You Like I said today, you give me more than anything. Seriously, your story is amazing. And I'm sure a lot of people gonna follow your footsteps. It's just you're not setting just a good example that you can be able to achieve what you achieve nowadays so successful as a small businesses. Like you come from a different background, come to this country brand new. For you barely speak English when you came over, but you willing to take in all that challenge and overcome all of that. And then commit yourself and call this country your home. That is a big commitment. And a lot of people do not really know how to navigate, or they don't believe in themselves, but you show them that because you're successful because you believe in yourself. You believe in the community, you believe in what you're doing. That's make who you are, and that's also the big reason why you're successful. Without that, you won't be here nowadays. And also, your kid must be so proud of you.
Yeah.
Must be so proud of you.
Yeah. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to be on the show and giving us an opportunity to share our story to the viewers, or maybe inspire some folks that
people.
Absolutely.
they
I'm
wanted
sure.
to start something,
Yeah.
or maybe they are moving in or migrating here or want to start some the food business. They might be help them how to get
absolutely.
involved in community and how to how to do the things.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.